This kind of news brings a smile to my face, especially a Batman fan, a Batman Arkham fan who reminisces about the better days of Rocksteady before they put out a piece of trash known as Suicide Squad, kill their entire franchise and their studio. All because Warner Brothers wanted another live service money-making piece of trash. So this is coming from IGN. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has fallen short of our expectations, Warner Brothers says. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has fallen short of our expectations, according to Warner Brothers. Speaking during a financial call, Warner Brothers Discovery Chief Financial Officer admitted that Rocksteady's game hadn't done the business the company had hoped for since it had gone on sale in February 2nd. Priced at $70 US. Had fallen short of expectations. Warner Bros. Discovery failed to mention the sales figure of Rocksteady's game, but did say Suicide Squad's failure had set up the company's game business for a tough year-on-year comparison. Last year, Warner Bros. Discovered Hogwarts Legacy, by the way, a single-player game, which became best-selling game of 2023. Maybe it's because gamers want amazing, awesome single-player games. This year, Suicide Squad, one of the key games released in 2024, has fallen short of our expectations since its release earlier in the quarter, setting our games business for a tough year in the first quarter. Warner Bros. Discovery comment doesn't come as much of a surprise given Suicide Squad's high profit struggles. On Steam, the live service action game peaked with 13,000 concurrent players, a figure that has fallen dramatically since launch. At the time of this article's publication, just 480 people were playing the game on Valve's platform, with 24-hour peak of 888. IGN Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League review returned a 5 out of 10. And for the record, most reviews, whether it's through gaming sites like IGN, GameSpot, or reputable YouTube reviewers, haven't exactly been kind to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League when it comes to their reviews. IGN called it a repetitive and bland looter shooter that, despite an engaging story, never stays fun for long enough because it's an extremely short story. To be honest, I don't even think it's a good story at all. There's much we don't know about Rocksteady's long-term plan for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, although IGN does know that Joker is set to appear as a playable character. Now, it's not Mark Hamill's Arkham Joker. It's like this Elseworld Joker or a Joker from a different Earth. I guess that Joker is supposed to be more of a vigilante, younger Joker. IGN has reported on how Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League player had unearthed a hidden message that looked like a strong hint at the return of Batman. Data mining has shown strong hints that Flash, Green Lantern are set to return in some form. Other playable characters suspected to be on the way include Mrs. Freeze, Nora Freeze, Mr. Freeze's wife, Lawless, and Deathstroke. There have been growing rumors that Rocksteady is going to attempt to walk back, shitting on killing members of the Justice League like Flash, Green Lantern, Superman, as well as Batman. Heroes of the DC franchise that are much beloved by the fan base. Flash fans weren't exactly happy to have their hero pissed on by Boomerang, and us Batman fans weren't exactly thrilled to have Batman executed by Harley Quinn. This is another prime example of a publisher, a company, corporation like Warner Brothers taking one of their studios that have been putting out really solid story-driven games that the fans have enjoyed. Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, and then 9 years later put out a piece of shit live service game that craps completely on the Batman Arkhamverse franchise. And as a result, pisses off a huge chunk of the DC Batman fan base. Another live service looter shooter is not what we wanted, Rocksteady and Warner Brothers, but you're greedy and you realize how much money can potentially be made by quote-unquote live service games, and so you want to make all your future games live service, despite the fact that previous single-player games have done rather well. The Batman Arkham series sold rather well. Hogwarts Legacy, a single-player game from last year, was a best-selling game of 2023 because the developers made that game to appeal to Harry Potter fans. and the fans absolutely loved it. Not every single video game you make has to be online multiplayer microtransaction live service in order for it to get sales. There's still plenty of gamers out there that want a good, solid single player experience. And you want to talk about something falling short of expectations? Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League fell way short of most gamers' expectations. We were expecting an amazing game from Rocksteady, but no thanks to Warner Brothers, they decided, nah, we're not going to continue allowing Rocksteady to make successful single-player comic book character-driven games, even though those do rather well. They make us lots of money. We're going to have Rocksteady do something completely different that's going to take nearly a decade to do, and there's going to be setbacks, internal struggles, and what appears to be 2 or 3 versions of a game stitched together in the end, while at the same time shitting on much-beloved comic book heroes like The Flash, Green Lantern, Batman, Superman. While once again nickel-diming every little thing you can from yet another boring, repetitive, looter-shooter piece of shit game like Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Gee, Warner Brothers, I wonder why your sales have fallen short of expectations. Here's a thought. Have your studios make good quality single-player games like Rocksteady used to, or like the studio that made Hogwarts Legacy. Let them make amazing AAA games, and they will sell well, and they will make you money. It's no wonder that a growing percentage of gamers are getting sick and tired of these greedy publishers and corporations and are turning towards other independent studios, ones that have made Helldivers 2, Power World. You also got older games coming out. The remasters of Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3 have been met with positive reception. And you also have the classic collection of Star Wars Battlefront coming in a few weeks from now, which will most likely sell rather well across all platforms, unlike Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. The damage has already been done. The bridge has already been burnt. It doesn't matter if Rocksteady walks back those deaths of Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, Flash, and say that they were just Brainiac clones or they were just different versions of their superhero counterparts. The majority of the Arkham fan base that was built over the past decade are pretty much done with Rocksteady and Warner Brothers games.